I'm just
All right, guys, we are going to do some work inside of our OneNote classroom notebook today. You guys have a training video that is attached to this content work for today, but I just wanted to kind of give you an overview of where you are going to be putting your published piece of work by the end of the week this week. So this is my version of the notebook. In here, I have a couple of different tabs that I can choose from to look in. The collaboration space, the content library, and then I am a collaborator on each one of your notebooks as well. So I'm going to use Anya's notebook as an example. When Anya logs into her notebook, she sees the collaborative area tab, she sees the content library tab, but then she has all of these other tabs that she sees as well. Handouts, class notes, homework, and quiz. We're not really going to worry about these first four yet. This week we are going to focus on these last two tabs, the published writing pieces and the published literature talk pieces. This is where Anya is going to essentially turn in her personal narrative and her published lit talk. So if I were Anya and I was ready to finish my personal lit talk, my personal narrative, and I was going to publish it here, I would want to make sure that Miss Mel knew what this was. So this is going to be my personal narrative. And then here is where I would take, let's just see here, let's just pretend that this was my personal narrative. My personal narrative from my Word doc, and I would put it right here in the body of my personal narrative tab. You can move the formatting here as much as you want, and this is where we are going to publish all of our writing pieces. So here we would have our next published piece. Maybe it's going to be realistic fiction. This is where we'll put our realistic fiction published piece. This is where we'll put our biography published piece, all of that jazz, okay? This is where you put your personal narrative published piece. This is how you're going to turn it into me at the end of the week on October 6th. Same thing goes for the published literature talks. Now, the title of this lit talk is going to be Lit Talk for October 6th, right? This is going to be our first lit talk that we do. And the same rule applies for when you want to publish your lit talk. You take it, however your lit talk is, and you put it, copy and paste it right into here. Now, let's say your lit talk just happens to be, I don't know, a YouTube video. Let's just pick one of my YouTube videos, and can you see my daughter loves Donald Ducks here? Let's do one of my YouTube videos. My channel. Here we go. So let's say this was my personal lit talk. It's kind of hard to copy and paste a video into a notebook, but what you can do is paste the URL right in here, and look at what happens. All of a sudden my YouTube video shows up here. Okay, so this is in Anya's specific page. Anya, don't worry, I'm going to delete all of this for you. But then we are going to have a writer's celebration in both our literature talk and in our personal narrative. So when we go into the collaborative space, we also need to publish in the collaborative space tab both our lit talk and our personal narrative, so that we can all see each other's and learn from each other's published pieces of work. Both of these things are going to need to be published inside of our collaborative space tab also, with your name, so that I can see everybody's work, but then also everyone else can see your work too. Here in the collaborative space tab, this is just going to be where we share and celebrate our writing. Inside of your individual tabs, this is where I'm going to grade your work, give you comments, like things, highlight things, and kind of give you more of that personal feedback. Nobody else will be able to see that when you are in your own published literature talk tab. The only thing that everyone will be able to see is what you post when we are in the collaboration space, okay? And we'll use OneNote in multiple areas, but this is how we are going to publish both our lit talk and our personal narrative.